Hello and welcome back for another edition in my 100% race career Backmarker edition. And we're in Monaco this time, and I'm not really sure what to expect from this track. It seems to me that this Lotus car, whether or not it's competitive, really comes down to which track we're on. I thought we were very competitive in Bahrain, managed to mess that up a little bit, did not get any points. We were very competitive in Shanghai, got 4th position there. We were completely off the charts in Barcelona, yet only still managed to finish one place out of the points there, but of course a lot of cars had to retire, had something to do with that. But anyway, jumping right ahead to Q1 here, this is our time. That was enough to get us into Q2. Jumping ahead to our Q2 lap, which ends up putting us in 3rd position, I think, in Q2. Obviously, a lot of cars will be going faster in the shootout, so that's really not a very good indication. But anyways, we're through to Q3. Q3 lap time coming up. We already did one lap, which puts us last in Q3 here, so we try and see if we can improve on that. It wasn't a very good lap. This one is a little better. It ends up putting us in 6th position on the grid, which isn't all that bad considering the car we're driving and who we've got ahead of us. I think 6th position in a race like Monaco, we might have a chance of keeping some cars behind us. At least that's what we're hoping for anyway. Anyway, cutting right to the start, and here we go. Not the fastest start in the world, but we get away pretty clean, which is always a positive. The track pretty much closes up going into turn 1. We have to brake to avoid some contact there. Bottas, we're able to pass Bottas on the inside there, and we're almost neck and neck with Vettel. We're going to have to just ease off and... Sorry, that was, beg your pardon, it wasn't Vettel, it was Ricardo. Vettel's in front. We have to ease off to avoid contact there. We see if we can't manage to outbrake him coming into the corner right down here, and we do, going up on the rear wing of Hamilton so far. So anyway, we managed to win 2 positions through the start, going from 6th place to 4th place, which is very positive indeed. And at this time, it seems that we have a pretty good pace and are able to keep up with the cars right ahead of us. So even though they seem to be pulling away from us right here on the straight, we catch right up to him when we start breaking into the bus stop chicane here. So very positive start so far. Just locking the brakes there coming into the chicane. We're going to have to take care of that, otherwise we're going to wear out our tires real quick. And coming through lap 1 here, I'll say we're very much in the race. We're close to the cars ahead of us. We've actually opened up a bit of a gap down to Ricardo, so things looking good so far. Jumping ahead to the next lap, Hamilton loses the car in the chicane, spins out, and that looked like a lot of damage, lots of debris everywhere, and we are down to 21 cars. Hamilton is out of the race. That looked dramatic. And at this point, it seems that Massa and Vettel, who are out in front, are pulling away from us ever so slightly here. At least we can't really see them anymore. But jumping ahead to lap 5, we're right up on the rear wing of Massa again here. And something's going on because Vettel seems to be holding up Massa quite a bit and is going very, very slowly. So he's got a problem of some sort. And Massa's going to have a look down the inside. We're going to take advantage of the slipstream too and follow him through there. And going into the chicane there, Vettel just lost 2 positions on the straight. And the message from the pit confirms that Vettel has front wing damage and he's going to have to pit in. Jumping to lap 7, we're still keeping pace with Massa. He's right in front of us, and we have a safety car deployed apparently, as we also just went from 21 cars to 19. That means 2 more cars have crashed out. And I got a feeling this is not the last accident or the last safety car we're going to be seeing in this race, because we have had cars seemingly crashing left and right here on the opening laps. We're not even through 10 laps yet, and we've had 3 cars crash out already. And as you can see, it's now become very overcast indeed, and we do in fact have a few raindrops falling, so we'll have to wait and see if this worsens or not. We did have I believe it was a 24% chance of rain before the race, but as it turns out right now, we are probably going to be in for a shower at least. Jumping to lap 14, we've come in to change for intermediate. So has Massa. He's right ahead of us. And in fact, he must have had a damaged wing of sorts because we're just jumping him in the pits, or we just held him back or something like that, because we came out right in front of him. And that really has to suck on a track like Monaco. And also, we have lost a further 3 cars as we are now down to 16 cars remaining in the race. Car's really lacking traction in these slow turns, and I'm trying to be very gentle on the throttle so I don't throw the back end there. Mazza is right behind us right now, and he will undoubtedly take advantage of any slight mistake we made, so we are really trying to keep focused right now. Jumping ahead to lap 27, the list of casualties continues to grow. We drop from 16 drivers, and there's a car right there in front of us, in fact, it's just gone off into the barrier. We dropped from 16 runners to 13 runners just in a matter of seconds here. And we're not even halfway through the race yet. Also, the rain seems to be subsiding a little bit here, and if the current trend continues, I don't think it'll be too many more laps before we can go in and get some primes on again. And we have another situation with a safety car, probably while they clear the track of some of all that debris that must be lying around somewhere. And as we skip ahead here, we have lost yet another runner, and we're down to 12 on lap 29. This is going to end up looking really, really ugly. Jumping to lap 31, the situation has been rectified and the safety car is pulled back in, and the track is drying up ever so slightly, and I don't think we're that far away from being able to put on some dry tires, but unfortunately we end up having that decision made for us as we just slide into the barrier here ever so slightly, but that's enough to take off our front wing. So we just managed to dive into the pits in a desperation move and see if we can't nurse the car around on some primes for the next couple of laps, and then hopefully make up some time while the other guys pit for dry tires. 6 seconds stop, had to have a new nose fitted there. That accident just bugs me. And of course it has to happen right after a safety car situation with all the cars bunched up behind us. Nothing to do about that. We rejoin the race in 11th. And jumping to lap 33, coming up on lap 34, we definitely have some cars in the pits here. Now it'll be interesting to see what kind of position we end up in after this, because we should be able to make up 7th position. All right. Oh well, not too bad. No, wait a second. 4th position. That's pretty good. And on lap 35, we come up to the chicane here. We just lose the front of the car ever so slightly and have to cut through the corner there not to end up at the barrier. And Vettel just seizes the opportunity to go on the inside of us. As a matter of fact, he touched the barrier there. I saw some debris falling off his car. Not really sure what happened there, but anyway, Vettel just dives underneath us from the mistake we made there, and we're down to 5th place. Skipping ahead to lap 38 now, Vettel's been opening up quite a gap to us right now, and we're ever so slightly starting to lose him. However, what happens right in front of us there? Bottas just keeps on going into the barrier, and we are down to 11 runners. I don't know if Vettel was trying to overtake him with that damaged front wing of his and they got tangled or whatever happened, but jumping to lap 45, I touched a back marker a while back, and apparently I lost something in my front wing. Doesn't seem to bother the performance though, so we're going to be staying out. But as a matter of fact, we're going half a second faster than Button right now per lap, so performance is good, but we're going to have to come in for tires at some point. And just as we say that, we lose the front wing one more time, And I guess now is as good a time as ever to go for some new primes. Oh my god. Oh, and also we seem to have lost our teammate Grosjean, so we're now down to 10 cars. Yeah, keep those front cones coming, guys. I got a feeling we're not done yet, so might as well unwrap the next one. And we rejoin in 7th. And skipping ahead to lap 69 here, apparently there seems to be some sort of gamesmanship going on between Hülkenberg and Alonso further up the track as they start taking turns and setting the fastest laps. And after this little demonstration of skill and speed late in the race, Sergio Perez takes his first win of the season in a most dramatic and chaotic race. We come in 7th position in front of Magnussen, behind Hülkenberg, I guess. Considering the circumstances, 7th position is a most gratifying result here at Monaco, even though I don't look particularly happy right now. I thought this race was just completely chaotic. I had to change my front wings twice. It was a rainy race at some point, then it dried up again, and everybody were crashing left and right. There was cars everywhere and debris flying and safety cars. I had a lot of fun. At any rate, guys, if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to leave a like, and any suggestions you might have, or just tell me I suck or whatever, you can tell me down in the comment field. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.